Good morning, Minecraft. It is the 7th day of September 2013, and I'm just putting away our stuff from our long work that we've been doing upstairs, and I'm going to take a look at that after we do some other things here, do a little bit of cleanup, and I got one more thing I want to talk about this week before we call it a nice little wrap-up, and that is, of course, indie games. I know, you weren't expecting that. Also, check out the automated farm here. Check it out. Check it out. See? Oh, yeah. Yeah, check this out. All right. It's going to go down here. Booyah. You ready for this? All right. So we're going to go over here and go click. We're going to go click. And we're going to go click. I'm going to leave that sit for a couple seconds. And so I really like indie games. I think indie games are a great idea. But I think that right now the market is getting to a point where more and more people want to become an indie developer, that it's not really indie anymore. It's just anybody can become a guy, like an indie developer. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because that's what being an indie developer is all about. You know, you can be independent. But I think there's getting to the point where games like Minecraft and Super Meat Boy, these companies that are making these games, they're starting to transcend what it means to be indie, and they're starting to publish their own games, and they're starting to go from being just a self-publisher to just a publisher in some senses. And I'm scared. Right now, I think the state of the indie community is good, but I feel like we have to be on very careful ground as we go into the future, because I feel like with a couple wrong steps, we could suddenly get a couple of our prized indie developers who see an opportunity to make cash, and suddenly the name indie becomes associated with money grubbing, and I don't want that to be. I don't want that to happen. You know, there's so many great developers out there making good games, but there are also so many out there making bad games, and that's what we have to watch out for. We have to watch out for those developers who are making the bad games, going to these companies that we know for good games and saying, "Hey, can you publish our bad game, and we'll give you some money." And these companies that we previously loved, like once again, I'm using the example Super Meat Boy, even though that's not like a viable, like, or whatever. We love the company that makes Super Meat Boy, but let's say Average Schmo comes with his crappy iOS game to that company, is like, here, publish our game for us, since you guys have experience with this, and you'll get a cut. And suddenly they're no longer indie. They're being published by another company, which is calling itself indie. And if they're publishing other companies' stuff, they're not indie. They're just a publisher. And I think that's the big thing. It's what we have to watch out for. I don't think indie is defined by like size or anything. It's about doing your own thing, not doing things that involve the others. And I think right now we're inside a state where it could very quickly go into a, oh gosh, we're now publishing everybody else's games. And I hope that doesn't happen. I have a ton of details on that whole story that I was just talking about over again on my Sulia. So if you go ahead and click the first link in the description whenever you're done with this video, you'll get a whole bunch of details on that. But now we need to wrap up what we've done here this week on Good Morning Minecraft, and let's put our wheat away first of all. Gain a nice bit of wheat there, and say hello to my little wall. So we started out the week with going over to the trees over there, and we chopped down. I chopped down a total like 10 stacks of wood, and we brought those back. Then we went and did some mining. We got some coal to help us light the way, since I needed to make some more torches, and we also got some stone that we would need for our wall. Then on let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we laid down the initial markers for where our wall would become. And by Wednesday, the wall, all the pillars had been created. On Thursday, we laid down these cobblestone blocks. And then on Friday, we put in the pillars. And did I skip a day? I have no idea. Hold on, let me check my calendar. I skipped a day. No. Wait. Yes. I don't know. Whatever. And then after we had done all that, we finished up yesterday, and you guys didn't get to see the finished gate, so let me give you guys a quick show of this. I finished the gate, and I took a design from MC vs. MC, the gate door. It's a good old design. I hope you guys like what I did up there. It makes it look pretty darn like regal, I would say. I forgot to take this down though, because I'm a dummy. And let's head on through. This fence gate will keep out the zombies. And there we go. The gate and walls of Deuceopolis are currently inside a finished state. I need to add torches along the edges of that, but I'll do that in my free time. We also have these, which I really like. Overall, though, it was a good week. This was the relaunch of Good Morning Minecraft. I hope you all really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys really think it was good. Make sure you guys leave me lots of comments. Make sure you send over your pictures of the day every single day, so you can get included inside an episode. And thank you again for checking out the Suli articles. I hope you've been enjoying my additional ranting on that website. But that's all, and I will see you tomorrow, and we'll start a brand new week. But before we go, you know what I feel like we should do at the end of every week? I feel it's time for a random opinion. Okay, my opinion is that one of the most addicting foods that I personally have not been able to stop myself recently is macaroni salad. Seriously, everybody go out to the store, get some macaroni salad, have a great time. Check out my articles, and thanks for following me on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, Minecraft.